Hello, in this lecture, we will talk about installation of Anaconda and set up a Python environment. For using Python programming, we recommend installing and using the Anaconda distribution of Python. Anaconda is free and comes bundled with about several hundred packages pre-installed, including NumPy, Matplotlib, and IDE like Spider. So these packages are very useful for problem solvers and will be discussed in subsequent sections. The steps to install Anaconda is just first we have to visit the anaconda.com downloads. Then we download the exe installer for Windows and open and run the exe install file. Then during the process, we accept the agreement and choose default options. Before the installation is finished, we have to choose Add Anaconda to my path variables. So we will show how to do this. First, we go to anaconda.com, downloads, then it will be automatically directed to this page. So we just click download for Anaconda distribution. For Windows, it takes a while. Then we just click this downloaded file, then run as administrator. Go to next, I agree, and choose the just me, and you can choose this default location for installation. Directory is not empty. I have to cancel this because I have installed Anaconda, so I will not go further in the installation. But the process is quite clear, and just remember, before the finish of the installation, have to choose Anaconda will add environment variables. This step is very important. Okay, so we cancel this. The next step is to set up a Python environment in Anaconda. First, we have to start Anaconda prompt from Windows menu. Then we create a new working environment in Anaconda. For example, here we create a new environment called Learn Python, and we choose Python. For example, the version is 3.7 in this environment. Then we activate the environment using activate Learn Python. Then we start up a spider from Anaconda menu. Then we can program. We show all these steps. First, we have to start Anaconda prompt from start menu. Here, the window show these packages will be installed. We just choose Y to agree. Then creation will start. It will take a few minutes. So the installation is finished and successful. Then we have to activate this environment. Use so you can see in the left side of the prompt there are parentheses and the text lung py included in these parentheses, which means this environment is activated. So we can, for example, install some new packages under this environment. Now we just deactivated this environment because I will show you how to do Spider, how to start a Spider, because I have installed my old environment. Then we use this old environment to show you. So now the learn py, this new environment is deactivated. I have to activate another environment which is created earlier. Because under this environment, there are lots of packages have been installed. So now we can use Spider to do some programming. Spider is also under Anaconda's menu. Here is Spider for CPU TF2, this environment. So we just click. We have to wait a minute. Now Spider connecting to the kernel. So this is great. We see here input bracket 1. That means the console is okay for inputting some statements. And the left window is for the source file, and also we can write some statements here. We can close this file and show you, for example, we can open a source file in this window. Source file called test file with the extension of py. Py is Python source file. So we can open this very small file. This is a function passing in a list to print something. Then we input a username list with 3 names. Then we call this function called greet users, which we have defined here. So we call this, will print out some message. In the spider, we can just click here. Then we can run the whole file. Just click run. Then the output will show here. Hello Hannah, hello Ty, hello Margot. So that's great. And we can also choose several lines. We can click run selection. If we do not see any errors, that means successful for this running. And we can choose this line, for example, run selection. It's okay. And here we can use prompt, or for example, to print out what is the element in this username list. This is a list. We will talk about a list later in the next section. Here, for example, just run this. Sure. So it's very clear. And this window in the spider is used for mainly for the plot and object variables in the current environment, current session. So here is the spider IDE. It's quite clear.